So I think the story I think of is my research in Natchez for the story about Goat Castle. Goat Castle, with the subtitle, is a story of murder, race, in the Gothic South, and it's really a story of racial injustice. And one of the individual who was actually sent to prison for this crime, who was innocent, was an African American woman who. Was innocent. She was just happened to be, she was a domestic. She happened to know, run into the people who actually did the crime. At any rate, she was sent to Parchman Prison in Mississippi, which most Southern historians would understand as one of the worst places you could have been, particularly during the Depression. But as I was about to get ready to write the story, I was struggling with that because I was like, how can I write this book without some sense of who she was as a person? And I had been told by locals in Natchez that she had attended a particular church called Antioch Baptist Church, which is out on the outskirts of Natchez in the countryside just a little bit, and that she had family members there. And so this was this is what happened. I went to church. I went to church, to an all black church, and I didn't know what I was about to discover there or who I was going to meet. And I went into the church, and I got there a little early, and I got noticed by the minister, and he said, they were having a Sunday school, and he sent some little boy run into the back with a microphone and asked me who I was. And I thought, this is going to be my only shot at saying, I'm a historian, I'm doing research, and I know this woman named Emily Burns attended the church here. And he seemed confused by that. But all of a sudden, members of her family piped up. They knew who she was. And right after that, they came over to me and wanted to make sure I was going to stay there, and going to attend the service. And it's been many years ago, but I did attend a Baptist church in my very early years. And so I knew that you bring money for the plate, right? So the donations to the church, but their church had a basket, and you had to walk up front and put your money in the basket so everybody could see who was going up and who wasn't. And so I came prepared. I had my money, and I don't ordinarily like to wear dresses. I wore a dress. I did the whole nine. And then I ended up meeting the family members, and we set up a day the following day for me to meet with them. And I'd never seen a photograph of the woman I was writing about. And in that meeting, they brought over this photograph. It was this large family portrait, and it included Emily Burns and her mother and her grandmother who had been born into slavery. So it was like all of this was like, it's and one of the things my editor at the press was saying to me when I was struggling with the writing, he said, it is if once you found that picture, your writing took off. And that's exactly what happened. So it's a great story for people who study history generally, is to literally leave no stone unturned, to go to the places that you wouldn't think would give you information. And I established a relationship with that family because of it.